Hey guys, welcome back. Here we are with more abstract reasoning, puzzles and questions and more explanation how to solve them. If you watched the previous videos, we already explained what is an abstract reasoning and how many types of them we have. We have two types of abstract reasoning where one is looking for pattern and the other one is looking for sequence. In this puzzle or question, as you can see, we have 9 squares and then the ninth one is a question mark, and here we have 4 choices that we can choose them. And what we're gonna look for, we're gonna look for the pattern or the sequence which is repeated in this question, and then we can solve or we can find the answer which is gonna be in place of the question mark. First of all, the first step you're gonna use from those things that you have. You look at the shapes that you have. You have like a star shape and then like a blue cloud, and then there is the balloon, and then there's diamond shape or like a square or a kite shape if you like, and then there is like a green triangles. So now you have to look at each column or maybe each rows, and then you find the answer. Here is your time gonna start now. You have 10 seconds to solve the equation, the puzzle, and if you have any problems or you have any questions, you can write it in the comments for me and I will explain also how to solve this puzzle. As you see, we circle the A, and it means A is the answer, but why it's A? Why it's not B, or why it's not C or D? So here we go, we are gonna find in a minute. The first one is you have to look at the columns or the rows. If you look at the columns in here, like not in one column but like instead of 2, and then each square, it means 1 2, so we're gonna look in these 2 columns, and then in here as well we're gonna look at both columns. So you see 1 star, 2 star, and then 3 stars. In 2 columns there is repeated 3 stars. And then if you look at here, 1 2 columns, and then there is unrepeated 3 of balloons. And then if we look at here, we have 1 2, and we don't have a third one for the kite shape. So we gonna have kind of conclusion that we should have 3 of each shapes in a column or row. So I will show how it works for the row. So we have 1 cloud and then 3 clouds in these 2 rows. So 1 2 3, so we have 3 of them, and then in this one as well, 1 2 3, in these 2 rows we have 3 triangles. In here we have 1 2 circles, but we are missing 1 circle, and then we are missing 1 kite shape. So it should be the one that is gonna complete our sequence, and then we should have 1 2 and then 3 of the kite shapes and then 3 of the circle shapes. So if we use a B, so we're gonna have 1 kite there, so it will make 3, but we are missing 1 circle again, so it should be the one which is completing everything. This is the completed puzzle. If you see, it will make sense more. So 1 2 3, so this is making an row of 2, a column of 2, sorry. There is 3 kite shapes, and then in row of 2 there is 3 circle shape as it's repeated in the other ones. It's not always the what is repeated, it's also sometimes directions. Direction is so important in most of the questions, and you have to consider these and you have to look for it. So in this question, if we have a look, there is half circle black and then half circle white, and then in here we have 1/4 missing, and then the other ones, this is white and then the other half is black. So in here, if we see, we are missing 1/2 of the circle, and then half of the half is black and white. So how is it gonna help us, or what we're gonna conclude from this one to make our last shape? So if you see, we're gonna find the direction which are these going. So these are going in a anti-clockwise direction, if you see, because if it's going it's rotating 1 time, so it will make if it's rotate 1 time, it will make this shape, and then the black is going to be at the bottom and then white at the top. And then in the other one, if this one rotates again, So if this one rotates, it will go this way. So now we are having this white part in here, and then this black part, the half one in the other side, and we're gonna figure out what is the next one by rotating again this one, and also we have to cancel or delete one part, and we're gonna figure out what is gonna be in the fourth place. You have 10 seconds. So consider what I said and then about the direction and everything. Solve or find what is the answer. You have 10 seconds now. If you choose B, you are right. But here's one explanation how does it work. So if we rotate this one, this circle, the third shape, if we rotate this, so our black half of the circle will come here, and then we're removing this part, the white part, so it will be only B, and then it's facing like in that way, not in this, because if it is facing that way, so it will be again just repeat of this one. But we don't want a repetition of that one, we want a new one. Just is gonna be here, it should be the same shape of the white one, so which is B. Is the complete form of this puzzle. So if it doesn't make sense, so just stop, pause the video, and then have a look till it makes sense for you. Yeah, this one looks a bit scary, and then you're thinking I have to consider the white color, the blue, and then the black colors, how it's gonna rotating and repeating, and also the sides which each have and these sides. So it's not that scary actually. So you have to pay attention to direction, as the previous question was like just direction. So this question is also like this. So we're gonna have a look like how it's going to work with directions. If you see this one is like an 1 o'clock, and then if you see that this one in a column, so if you see this one it's like 11 o'clock, and then if you see this one it's 9 o'clock, so it's going backward like 2 hours every time. So it's going anti-clockwise direction, it's going that way. So we have to be so thoughtful of this and careful, like in a row or column, both of them are not going to be the same, so we have to work for each of the row or for each of the column. So I'm working on a column, so we're gonna work for the other one as well. So we're not just gonna consider that if this one is going anti-clockwise, so this one should go anti-clockwise as well. We have to figure out for this one separately. So we see the blue one. I'm choosing the blue because it's like dominant color, and it's easier to look at it, and then you see that so the blue is like at 11 o'clock, and then in this column you see the other blue is in 1 o'clock, and then the other one is at 3 o'clock, so it's going 2 plus 2 hours every time if you come down. So it's going clockwise direction, it's going that way. So what about the last one? So we see the blue one is like 6 o'clock, and then the other one is like 4 o'clock, and then you're gonna find out what is the next shape. So I have given you enough clues, so you will have 10 seconds to solve this equation, not equation, sorry, this puzzle. B. We're gonna have a look at the complete puzzle to see is it really B or not. You see this is 7 o'clock, and then 5, and then 3, so it is gonna go backwards, so the direction in this one is anti-clockwise. Yes, this is going to be anti-clockwise. This one was clockwise, going oops, you are going that way, and this one was anti-clockwise again. So we find out that this is the answer because it matches our pattern and it's going anti-clockwise, as we said, every back 2 hours. So if it was 7, then 5, and then 3. So the other one was like clockwise, which is 11, then 1, then 3. This one is anti-clockwise, so this is 1, and then 11, and then 9. So they are not going to be exactly what the hours that I said, but it's kind of assumption that you make, and then it makes it easier to work it out. It looks a bit confusing, but it is not, believe me. But first thing you have to do first is to be certain about doing or going with a row or a column. So if you're going with a column, just go with a column every time with a column, and then if you're going by a row, just go by a row. So in this question, I want to do with columns. I think columns are much easier, and then I get used to it. So we're gonna go column, but if it works for you to go to row, just do your own way. There's no correct or wrong way for this one. So this question, if you see, the colors are like changing every time, but they are the same colors, but just changing every time. So we see that the white square, the biggest one, is gonna be the color of the smallest shape, or the circle in the second shape, and then the circle color is gonna be the square shape in this color, and then again the brown shape is gonna be in the middle again. This is kind of going from inside to outside, and then from outside to inside. So if you just work this one as well, so you will find out if this one is a brown in the last shape, so it's gonna be in the middle, as it was like white in the last shape, and then the middle was white again, the circle, and then it's gonna just do like that. So if again this green is here, the square, and then circle is green there, so what is gonna be the third one? Just have a look at the question, and then it will make sense how to do it, and then have a think for it. 10 seconds is gonna start now, but if 10 seconds is not enough for you, just pause the video and then wait until you can figure it out. The answer is C. Just gonna explain shortly how it's C. If you see in here, the biggest one is white, and then in here it's gonna be the second biggest, or the square is gonna be white, and then in here the color of the square is gonna be the color of circle, and then in the circle is gonna be the biggest square. This is kind of swapping each other's color between themselves, and it's not gonna have a new color, it's just changing and swapping their colors and give it to each other. This one is kind of different question. It's not working on a column or a row, it's in a circle, and then we have only 2 options to choose, and the question is asking, where do you think the small colorful piece fit in the picture? So just gonna like think or imagine them. If you put these shapes or these colors in the circle, will it be changed in colors or not, and then will it fit them? So if you put these pieces in the circle, you shouldn't be like thinking that it's not a part of it. You should think that it was there, and then there's no difference between them, and you can say that there was a piece taken from it, or it's a new piece which is put there. So look at the colors, which one where should be. If you see blue there is blue, and then if you see brown is there, so brown is there, so, and then purple is there, and then the gray is there. So if you put this shape in here, so it will not make that different. And then just think of the other piece, where will it go? It's because the colors are the same and they fit each other, they are the answers. If you have any questions or any suggestions or any comments, if you have want to say something about the widgets, or if you like it, if it's helpful, just feel free to write in the comments. And subscribe our channel if you're new. If you want to see more of these videos, please wait for our new videos and press the bell in there, that you will be the first person who watch our video. So thank you for this time. See you next time, guys.